Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a star. You're going to need a hook, a crochet hook, and some yarn. Smaller yarn and the smaller hook you use will give you a smaller star, and the larger yarn and the larger hook you use will give you a larger star. So I'm going to be using just a regular 4-waisted yarn. I just grabbed a white big twist here. So you're going to take your hook. I'm using a 4mm hook, and we are not going to start with a magic circle, but if you can and prefer the magic circle, then make a magic circle. We are just going to do the simple way for beginners. So we have our yarn. We're going to make a circle, and we're going to push the yarn through that circle and pull it through. Put your hook in the circle. We're going to chain 4. We're going to connect with the first chain with a slip stitch. So insert your hook into that very first chain that you made. Pull your tail out of the way, and you're going to loop your yarn and pull through. That's going to connect your ring. And then you're going to pull that tail right underneath your work. So it's right underneath this work right here, these stitches. Hold it right underneath those stitches, and we're going to crochet right over them. This is replacing the magic ring. And we're going to make a single crochet, and then we're going to yarn over and make a double crochet. When we do this double crochet, we're going to make sure we go right over this yarn in the back. So we're going to go into the center, pull our yarn up, and we have our tail right underneath our work. And make your double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to place another double crochet in that same ring. We're working right over our tail. So at the end, we'll be able to pull this. Okay, we've done a double crochet. Now we're going to do a single crochet. So just insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over and pull through. So this was our first peak of our star. Now we're going to do a double crochet in that ring. We're going to chain 2. And then we're going to place another double crochet right into the same ring, still going over our tail here underneath our work. So here's our double crochet. Now we're going to do another single crochet in the circle, in the ring. Okay, that's our second point to our star. We're going to do a double crochet in the ring. Chain 2. Still have our work, our tail underneath our work. Double crochet in the ring. Single crochet in the ring. Double crochet in the ring. Chain 2. Double crochet in the ring. Single crochet in the ring. Okay, so we have 4 points. We got to do one more. So we're going to do a double crochet. Chain 2. double crochet in the ring, You're going to have to pull your work a little bit, stretch it out. One more double crochet. We're still working over our yarn tail. And then we're going to end with one more last single crochet. Now we're going to just do a slip stitch. So we're going to just go into that first single crochet that we did. So pull your yarn back and we're gonna stick our yarn through that stitch of our first single crochet, grab the yarn and pull through, and then pull through that loop, that last loop. So you should have, count your points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. If you have 5 points, you're done. If you have 4, you need to do one more. So make sure you have 5. And then we're just going to pull our yarn through. We're going to cut a long tail. And if you need to sew this onto something, cut an even longer tail. If you're going to be using this as an applique, leave a long tail so you can sew it on. So you're going to cut your tail and you're going to pull your end through. And turn your work to the back, and your tail that you have been working over, you're going to gently pull that tight, and that's going to tighten up that center. So pull it tight, but not too tight where it's going to break the yarn. Okay, and that is your star. So that's a very simple, easy star that you can make. And you can just use your long tail. You're going to weave this into the back. The shorter tail that we were crocheting over, we're going to weave it in. So take your darning needle, you're going to skip over a stitch, and then you're going to just gently, on the back side only, weave. You're going to skip a stitch and go back through just on the back of your work. Skip over a stitch and go back through again. So weave it back and forth 3 times only on the back, and then tuck your yarn. And then you have this super cute star. Isn't that so cute? And you can use your long tail here to attach it. So I have this leg warmer that I made for Christmas. If you wanted to attach your star, you could attach your star anywhere on your leg warmer. And then if you made a couple stars, you could attach them to your tie for your leg warmer. If you made 2 and then just sandwiched in the end of your pull here, you could make a really cute little star for your pull. Isn't that so cute? So you can just dress these up as cute as you wanted to for Christmas.